What is your biggest regret in life?
My biggest regrets in life is that I did not get the opportunity to tell my real mother that I'm gay.
Welcome to another episode of J Inclusive. Please share, like, comment, subscribe, and set your notifications on so you are alerted every time I upload.
Because she died when I was 12-year-old. I didn't grow up with her in Jamaica, and my foster mom basically mentored me along with church family members. And I'm like, what would my mom say if I really come out to her and she'd answer? What would her answer be?
What do you think she would say?
She would say that she still loved me because of my personality and because of my trueness and my richness of being my authentic self.
I know people been asking me about my coming out story. I'm gonna tell you, it's short. So back then when I was younger, I was 14, I used to watch a lot of gay movies and gay shows, but most of the gay movies and gay shows that I was watching always ended that, like, someone was getting beat up to death, the family killed the kid killed himself. It was never a happy ending. So I cried for 40 days and 40 nights. My mama noticed that I kept crying a lot. She was trying to figure out what was going on. And then one day she put me into the room. She said, okay, you need to tell me what's going on, because why are you always crying? Like, I'm getting worried now. And so I told her, I like boys. And she said, oh, that's it? I'm like, yeah. I like boys. I didn't want you to kick me out. She said, look, just follow your heart. I'm your mama forever and always. And I was like, mommy. So that's pretty much what it is. So, I mean...
So I came out to my parents today, and previously I had told them that I was bisexual, but recently I realized that I'm not bisexual, I'm gay. And what triggered me to do this was because yesterday I was talking to my dad about, he said that I have a short fuse and that, I just tend to go off the handle. And I said that, there's certain things that you can say that hit something within me that sets me off. Like, for example, my mother, she compared homosexuality to bestiality and said that it's the same thing as a person trying to have sex with an animal is a man and a man having sex. And I was telling them, how that hurt me. And then he was saying that, that's just how some people feel. So then later on that day, he was talking about me getting married and having a wife. And it just completely just shattered me because for so long I've been trying to be what they wanted me to be. But I realized that I'll never be what they want me to be. I'll never be able to give that.
This is it. Tevin Campbell has come,
Because you just couldn't be that back then.
Yeah.
But what I really love about people is, black people especially. Oh my God. Because we act like we don't have one gay person in our family, like a gay cousin or a gay uncle, I think that we have a lot of work to do when it comes to that. Accepting. There's a lot of stereotypes when it comes to LGBTQ plus people. I didn't do the quote tweet, which was something to the effect of, so girls tweeted something like, I had a talking to my mom and she told me that so-and-so and so-and-so and Tevin Campbell were gay. Mm-hmm. Help me. And I was like, well, Tevin is, and put the
rainbow emoji.
Yeah. I love my fans, but what they think about me and my sexuality is of no importance to me. Yeah. Like, you support me, that's cool.
I told my very Jamaican mother that I was gay when I was 10. Picture it, Brooklyn, New York, 1996. I had been back from living in Jamaica for about 3 years, and I was in 4th grade in Catholic school. I've always known that I was a little bit zesty. I'm sure you're not surprised. That the people around me would point out the fact that I was not as masculine presenting as other people, but, I just like boys. And still do. So I'm on the phone with my friend Destiny at the time, and she was like, Rich, just tell her, what's the worst that can happen? Okay. So I go downstairs and Mom is washing dishes and I'm like, Mom, hey, can we have a conversation? You might want to sit down for this one. She was like, sit down? Maybe. You want to sit? You want to stand? You can sit or stand. It's up to you. And then the moment comes. I'm like, Mom, I think I have homosexual feelings. And yes, I said those exact words. So she puts the plate down, turns the sink off, inhales and exhales very deeply, turns to me and says, "So, how do you know? Do you really know? Do you?" So I'm like, okay, well, maybe, how do I know? Well, I think Kevin's really cute. Clint's really cute. She's pretty, but I like her hair and her nails. I don't really like anything else about her. Yeah, I'm sure. She gives me the biggest hug and says, "You are free to love whoever you love. And I love you no less. You are my son. My responsibility now is to make sure that you are safe." I do recognize how privileged my experience coming out was, especially because most Caribbean families are not going to, or would not, at least at that time, have embraced a 10-year-old saying to them that they are gay. And I have to say that that level of security that I had at home has really fueled the stance I take when it comes to protecting myself at all costs. Because if my mom is okay with who I am, if I am okay with who I am, who cares what the world thinks? So now when people tell me, "Oh, I don't really accept your lifestyle, you are going to where," I'm like, okay, but my mama loves me though. So who's gonna shut me, boo?
Why did I decide to come out? Because I don't deserve to suffer anymore. I don't deserve to chain myself to the ideas of society and consider myself invaluable because someone else said so. No. What you want right here? There are so many more dimensions to who I am as a person than just this one variable. And if this one variable doesn't sit well with you, quite honestly, I don't care.
I was so sad, bro. Like, it sound like a movie or something, you feel me? But it's not a movie. It's like my real life, bro. And niggas didn't really know. And only, well, some people said they knew, some people said they didn't, some people was like, "We still love you," you feel me? And I appreciate all the love I've been getting lately. Like, my thing been checking up on me and shit. Like, I appreciate all the love, and I'm glad I didn't kill myself, because that would have been crazy if I would have died. But it was a point when I wrote this letter, right? I was like, I'm gonna write this letter, you feel me? And then, give everybody a personal letter, and then it's gonna find me in the room dead. Like, it was some fucking crazy shit, bro. And it's funny now, but that wasn't funny before. Like, even for my 21st birthday, people said I was happy. I was not even happy for my birthday, bro, because I was planning on coming out for my birthday. I was gonna let my people know. But then someone said don't do it yet, and I'm like, I'm not gonna do it. Like, it was like my gut telling me don't do this or wait, you feel me? And then the day that I did finally tell my sister, it was like a relief, bro. It was on some, I didn't even feel like I was holding up my weight no more, feel me? It was like a different type of relief. Like, oh shit, I told somebody, bro. Damn, that shit finally out there. And then I'm gonna post on social media, and I posted on social media, and the love I got is just yo, I should have been to this shit, or I should have been told people. But then it's timing is everything. I feel like it was a perfect timing to do it around this time, and if you don't want to fuck me after this, and you can do what you want to do. I don't care about nobody's opinion. I don't care about nobody gonna say. I don't care about how people gonna feel, how people gonna look at me, because I'm not the only one out there that's like this, you feel me? So it's just whatever you guys say, you can't say nothing about me. I'm gonna be the same person. But there is people out there I already know that's gonna be against it. Some people are gonna support, and that's okay, bro. So it could be on some, I know where I'm going in life type shit. I know I'm gonna be very successful in life, and it's just a new chapter, you feel me? I've been going outside more often, you feel me? Going out and shit. And I'm always a person to stay in the crib, or go out with just family, but now I'm hanging with friends and shit, and really going out and just enjoying myself and really living life. But at the same time, it's I feel like it's everything happening quick. My followers going up and shit. It's a lot. But then it's I'm so excited and so happy. Damn, you feel me? But it's I don't know. I'm not gonna sit here and encourage for people to be oh, I feel like timing is everything. And I'm posting this video for people that was going through what I was going through, with people that was hiding something. You feel me? It's your life. Do what you want to do. Nobody can tell you nothing. It's yours. It's your life. You living your own life. Only you know yourself, you feel me? Be yourself. You don't gotta hide shit, bro. And people that don't want to fuck with you after you be yourself and come out and do what you want to do, bro, they don't really love you. They don't really support you. They don't fuck with you, bro. And it's all good. You feel me? If you think about somebody else's opinion, how are you gonna live your life? You can't let people's opinions mess you up. You feel me? People could say anything. They gonna talk regardless. You feel me? Niggas gonna talk regardless. You doing something positive, they gonna say something bad about it. You feel me? They gonna talk regardless. They can't take away nothing from you. Their words don't matter, bro. So just be yourself. It is what it is.
Okay, y'all, I'm about to spill some tea on how I came out to my family. So, boom, it's December 2018, the 21st. So, I messed around with this gay boy, right? Actually, he actually inspired my ass to come out. He showed me the ropes and all of how the gay world is. But that's another story. We make a story about him some other time. But yeah, so, boom, he came over my house. I feel a little nasty. So, and he feel a little nasty. So, we went to my garage. And then we started making out a little bit, yada yada. And then we started doing it. So, around that time, I was like we ain't gonna get into that detail. But yeah, so I'm in that, and shit, right? And I hear like a car. We was in the garage. Oh, I forgot to tell you, we was in the garage. So, we on that, and then I hear like a beep beep. A car. I'm over here ignoring it because I'm in the zone. So my dad opened the garage and boom, see me doing the nasty with a boy. She was like in distress. And I'm like, oh shit. And then me and the boy, we ran. So I went to the bus stop with him to make sure he get home safe. And then I ran to the park. I'm in that bitch like, yo, pacing back and forth in the park. And then I get a call from my damn sister. She's like, are you okay? Why you ain't come back home? I was scared as hell to go home. But, and long story short, my dad told my mom was like, okay, Ian. And my dad, we don't talk about that shit at all. We don't talk about that shit at all. But yeah, so when my mom got home, I got home. My sisters got home, about 2 older sisters. My older sister and my mom talk about, oh, I been knew. You never brought no girls around. I'm like, oh, bitch, fuck you. And then my other sister, the older sister, she got nothing to be like, crying, trying to make it her moment. Bitch, this is not your moment. This is not your moment. It's my moment. It's my time. So she's like, oh, why you wasn't comfortable enough to come out to And then my other sister talk about some, no, I knew you was gay. You like the Nicki Minaj too much. Like I'm like, bitch, first of all, every Barb is not gay. Okay? Stop it with that. And then, what you call it, my mom talk about, so I knew you was gay because you were just a weird, eccentric kid. And I'm like, wow. So sometimes they do know. But hey, my sisters, they support me. My brothers, they support me. So it's good.
Over the weekend, I experienced a conversation that was very difficult to have. I reached out to my father, and after 37 years of being on this earth, this planet, this world, told him that I was gay. It was a hard conversation to have. I remember my inner child started to ball up right before the moment that I was about to tell him. But I overheard my higher self explaining to me in that moment, got this. You've been doing the work. You've been healing. You're also being tested in this moment right now. You will prevail. And I took a deep breath and I said, Dad, I'm gay. And in that moment, he responded back to me and he told me that nothing will ever change and that he still loves me and that it takes a man to speak up. He knew in that moment that that was a really, really hard thing for me to explain to him for themselves in a situation that is difficult. And in that moment, that meant the world to me, man. That meant the world to me. My mother passed away unexpectedly 2021. This was a conversation that I wasn't able to have with her. Well, as she was aware of it, the words "I'm gay" were never said to her. I remember reaching out to my grandma, who knows of my sexuality, that I wanted to have this conversation with her. She kept saying, "Sweetheart, she knows, she knows." Yeah, I get that. I mean, look at me. But it was important that I gave her the same amount of respect like I gave my father to express to her that I was gay. And I missed out on that opportunity. You know, you only get two parents in this world, and I'll be damned if I create a non-existing relationship with those who have created me, which is why it was important I give my father the respect as a man to tell him who it is that I am. I'm in a space right now where I found that the only person that was holding me back was myself. And I'm not doing that anymore. Where I'm headed, I've been called to serve a greater purpose, be a leader. So it's important that not only am I honest with myself, but I'm honest with my family. My manifestations have changed. My desires have changed. I don't want to hide versions of myself. I'm not doing that shit anymore. If I'm going to lead, it's important that I lead with transparency, honesty, integrity, not just for the world, more importantly for myself. This healing journey has allowed me to tap into triggers and versions of myself that have been holding me back. I'm very happy that I am in a space to face them head on. I'm shedding. I find myself entering this new cycle freer than I've ever been, which is why I'm always filled with joy and gratitude. I'm freeing myself of generational curses, breaking chains. I'm done lying to the world. I'm done lying to myself. I'm so in love with the version that I am now. It's sick. Like literally, I can get it. You can try to bring me down, but it won't work. It's only going up from here. So just as I did with my father, I am now going to do with you guys. My name is Devonair Mathis, and I am a Black king who happens to be gay. And that's just what it is. Let's fucking go.
Everyone's coming out story is different. For me, I was forced out of the closet at the age of 18 and kicked out of the house by my father a month after I graduated high school. I had turned 18 in the middle of the school year. He took back the car he and my mother had purchased for me, and after I told one of my brothers what had happened, he agreed to take me to my job at the time to meet up with my boyfriend, who, lucky for me, was willing to let me stay with him. Before leaving with my boyfriend, my brother told me that he didn't give a fuck about my sexuality and that I better call him on a weekly basis so he knew that I was all right. I agreed and moved in with my man who lived an hour away. My boyfriend allowed me to use one of his cars, so I still drove an hour to my job, which was still in the same city where my parents lived. One night, I looked up and my mother was at my job, holding a set of car keys, apologizing as she told me she loved me. We've had several conversations since then, but after years of healing, my family accepts me for me. But during a time where there wasn't any Black gay representation in media, besides Noah's Ark, which had just debuted, and Karamo, who had come out on the MTV reality show The Real World, to this day, I'm proud of myself for standing in my truth. When people truly love you, they will come around. Sometimes they have to work through their biases and go through their own coming out process. And if they never come around, your life, your mental health should not suffer trying to please others, family, or not.